Good evening, everybody. Okay, how's everybody doing? Oh, Tyler got y'all way more warmed up than that. How's everybody doing? Okay. Good evening. Thank y'all so much for being here on a weeknight during y'all spring break for the youth, after work, no less. Your presence speaks volumes about your commitment to supporting young people here in the district, and we are extremely grateful for y'all's presence. My name is Sol Michelle. I'm the Youth and Community Outreach Coordinator here at Black Swan Academy, and I have the honor of welcoming you on behalf of our youth and our staff. I'm excited to introduce our co-executive directors, Karis Goff, our Director of Operations, who couldn't be here with us but is here with us in spirit, and Nike Savain, our Director of Programs, and their co-leadership continues to guide this work with vision and purpose. Nike, stand up so the people can see you. Oh, she's not even there. Okay. Nearly 13 years ago, Black Swan Academy was born out of a righteous struggle, and since then it has remained the forefront of the fight for a more equitable and just community, driven by the boldness, brilliance, and determination of our young people and the unwavering commitment of our staff. We're living in a moment marked by uncertainty and rapid change, and at times it can feel like the ground is shifting beneath us before we've even had a chance to find our footing, and yet our young people remain resolute. They are clear-eyed, courageous, and unwavering in their pursuit of the world that they know is possible, and it is our privilege to stand with them and to fight alongside them. This year's Black Youth Agenda is powerfully titled, Stand Up, Fight Back, and truly that should tell you everything you need to know about the spirit and determination of the young leaders you'll hear from tonight. You may have already gotten a chance to walk around and learn about our middle school campaigns as you walked in. To give you a brief roadmap of the evening, we'll begin with some opening remarks, dive into our Black Youth Agenda, move into youth presentations and performances, and then close out by 7:30. But throughout the night, you may be asked by our youth activists to step aside for some brief interviews. We encourage you to be open to their questions and feel free to ask them your own. Thank you again for showing up to listen, really listen to these young voices. These are young people who are willing to speak up even when their voices may shake. So I invite you to not only be inspired by them this evening, but to follow their lead tomorrow. And it's my pleasure to introduce our MC for the evening, Naomi Red.
Hey, y'all. All right, so my name is Naomi. I'm 11th grade youth leader at Black Swan Academy. At Black Swan, we do a lot. We learn about our history and how to campaign about change. We talk to elected officials, participate in direct actions, and engage our community members to make sure they can hear directly from us about what we want and what we need. We also make sure to have fun and center joy even when we're doing all the hard work. We're here to share our Black Youth Agenda with all of you. Ms. Soul said this year's Black Youth Agenda is called Stand Up, Fight Back, and my fellow youth leaders will introduce us to the top issues they are facing in their homes, schools, and communities that made it onto this year's agenda. Our policy manager, Ms. Irene, will get us started.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us this evening. So tonight we're going to be diving a bit deeper into our current Black Youth Agenda, Stand Up, Fight Back. And as some of you may know if you're familiar, or you might be learning now, we have a Black Youth Agenda every other year. The first year we use to educate, and the second year we really delve into our actions. And so something that the youth have really picked up is wanting to do a youth well-being survey. So our youth leaders co-developed a youth well-being survey, and it was representative of youth in all wards, predominantly those in wards 5, 7, and 8 though. And this survey really looked into the topics of the agenda. The survey focused on youth access to resources, school and community safety, housing, mental health, and healthcare. And now our youth are going to present the findings of the survey, specific demands, policy solutions, and young people will also use this time to really share their stories about the issues that are impacting them the most.
Our Black Youth Agenda is unique as we consider the cross-cutting impact of social inequality on mental health. Sanai will tell us about our housing survey responses.